Ande-ande lumut.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, today we will present a storytelling about the legend of Ande-ande lumut.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. Before I start, have you guys know me already? Therefore, I would like to introduce myself first. My name Keisha Knight Aprilia from 10-4 SMA Putra Bangsa. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about Ande-ande lumut. A long time ago, there were two large kingdoms in the East Java region named the Kingdom of Janggula and the Kingdom of Kediri. The Kingdom of Janggula was led by Raja Jayanegara and the Kingdom of Kediri was led by Jayangrana. To unite the two countries and avoid war, the two kingdoms established a marriage bond between Panjas Marabangun, son of the King of Jenggala, and Dewi Sekartaji, the daughter of the King of Kediri.
One day, the Jenggala kingdom was attacked by an enemy. During the battle, Dewi Sekartaji fled from the palace. She disguised herself as a village girl and lived with a widow with three daughters named Klinting Abang, Klinting Ijo, and Klinting Biru. Dewi Sekartaji was adopted as a child of this family and given the name Klinting Kuning, but Klinting Kuning was not treated well. Every day, she was taught to do housework such as washing, cooking, and cleaning the house. Her three stepsisters were very lazy and they usually just told her to do their chores. Klinting Kuning, wash my clothes, wash my scarf too. Okay, sister. Eventually, the Jenggala kingdom was saved. Panji Asmarabangun had succeeded in defeating his enemies who attacked him. But he was sad because Dewi Sekartaji had left the palace. He was determined to look for her. He told words to find the whereabouts of Dewi Sekartaji.
After a while, a bodyguard reported that he had met a girl who looked like Dewi Sekartaji in a village. Panjas Marabangun went to Dadapan village. This village was located next to the village where Klinting Kuning lived. He lived in Mbok Randa house, became Mbok Randa adopted child, and disguised himself as Ande-ande lumut who was looking for a wife. News about Ande-ande lumut looking for a wife spread around town, and Klinting Abang, Klinting Ijo, and Klinting Biru dressed as beautifully as they could to propose to Ande-ande lumut. Hey Klinting Kuning, you don't have to come with us. Just stay at home. Go to the river and wash all our dirty clothes, commanded Klinting Biru. They departed and Klinting Kuning went to the river to wash the dirty clothes. Suddenly, a crane came and gave her a whip.
Go and propose to Ande-ande lumut so you can meet Panji Asmarabangun and bring this whip.
Klinting Kuning then rushed to Dadapan village.
Meanwhile, her mother and three adopted sisters arrived at the riverside. They were confused. None of the boats were visible, and there were no bridges. So how could they cross the river? The river was fast, deep, and swift. Suddenly, a giant crab named Yuyu Kangkang appeared to trap over the cross the river on the condition they had to kiss the crowd. They agreed to that condition. One by one, they climbed onto Yuyu Kangkang's back to cross the river. Moments later, Klinting Kuning arrived at the riverside. She also met Yuyu Kangkang. Yuyu Kangkang offered to help her cross the river with the same condition, that she must kiss him. Klinting Kuning rejected the requirement and forced Yuyu Kangkang to help her without his conditions met. Yuyu Kangkang did not want to help Klinting Kuning. Klinting Kuning lost her patience. She pulled out the whip, from the crane and struck the river. Immediately, the river water receded. Yuyu Kangkang was scared. Finally, he agreed to help Klenting Kuning cross the river. Klenting Kuning immediately went up onto Yuyu Kangkang's back and got to the other side of the river.
Her mother and 3 stepsisters arrived first at Mboranda house. One by one, Kelenting Abang, Kelenting Ijo, and Kelenting Biru show their beauty to Ande-Ande Lumut. However, none of them was chosen because they had kissed Yuyu Kangkang. A few moments later, Kelenting Kuning arrived at Mboranda house. Ande-Ande Lumut chose Kelenting Kuning as his wife because he knew that Kelenting Kuning was Dewi Sekartaji, and she was the only woman had not kissed Yuyu Kangkang. Ande-Ande Lumut revealed his disguise, and he told everyone that he was Panji Asmarabangun. Finally, Panji Asmarabangun and Dewi Sekartaji were reunited, and they invited Mboranda to stay in the palace as a thank you. In the end, they lived happily ever after.